have 10 years of experience in working in the cosmetology field in various salons. I'm also a licensed cosmetology instructor. And today I will be teaching you the steps to a basic facial. Facials are performed for many reasons. To begin with, they are relaxing, they help blood circulation and correct some minor skin conditions. When we are finished today, you will have the ability to perform a basic facial with great accuracy. Would you like to utilize every skill your license will cover when you become a cosmetologist? You should. The more skills you possess, the more income you will accumulate. So pay close attention as I demonstrate the steps in performing a basic facial. So to begin with, I have some handouts for you. So I'll pass these around. Thank you.
You.
So to start with, we're going to go over the tools and the equipment you'll need to perform your basic facial. You're going to need a plastic cap, and this is going to protect from contamination. I'm having technical difficulties with the PowerPoint, so we're just going to go ahead and go on with it. You'll have a headband, and this is to keep the hair away from the face. You will have a shampoo cape, which is to protect clients' clothing. You don't want to get any products on their clothing. You'll need spatulas. You have some are wooden spatulas like these that I'm going to use today. There are some plastic ones you can use as well. They're to remove the products from their containers to prevent from contamination. You'll use facial pads, which are to remove the clay mask at the end of your facial. You'll use the cleansing cream right here to remove any makeup, dirt, and oils from the skin. And use your moisturizing cream. This is for using for manipulations and to soften the skin as well. Your toner, here I kept it in the bag because they do tend to leak sometimes out of their containers. And those are to seal the pores. And a clay mask to absorb the oils and exfoliate the skin. You have cotton pads right here. These are to remove your creams and to apply your toner. You have a fan brush, which is used to apply your clay mask. You need cloth towels. They're used for draping to protect clothing from the products. And of course your hand sanitizer, you need that for every service you'll use in cosmetology to cleanse your hands and prevent the spread of bacteria. And your hospital grade disinfectant solution to prevent the spread of bacteria. And a water bottle to moisten your sponges to remove your So decontamination. Decontamination is the removal of removal of potentially infectious material on surfaces. And there's two different methods of decontamination. There's sterilization and sanitation. So method one is sanitation, which is washing your hands and using hand sanitizer, as well as using your hospital grade disinfectant to prevent the spread of bacteria. And method two is sterilization, which is the use of an autoclave. An autoclave is a high-pressure steam machine used to remove bacteria, which is the most effective method of sterilizing your implements. And there you have two different kinds of implements as well. You have a multi-use and a single-use. Your multi-use items are items that you can use on more than one person. They can be sanitized, such as your shampoo cape and your towels or your headband. Those all can be washed and sanitized. Your single-use items are items that are disposable. They cannot be used on more than one person. They have to be thrown away at the end of your service. Those are such as spatulas, cotton pads, paper towels. And just for sanitation, washing your hands before servicing clients. We You need to wash your hands before you work on any clients we work with. Visiting people every day, so washing your hands to prevent from spreading harmful bacteria from person to person is a very important thing to do every day before each customer. When you start your client consultation before your service, to have a successful one, you must consider the client's skin type, what type of medications the clients may be using, any allergies the client may have, in order to give them the correct treatment. Before you start your, yes?
Can you refuse to serve a client because they have infections or something?
Yes, you don't want to do any service on anybody who has any kind of infection. You need to refer them to a doctor right immediately before you don't want to service anything, because you don't want to spread any of those diseases or anything from one person to the next. Any other questions so far? When we start to prepare our treatment room, we need to ensure that the room is clean prior to the client arriving. Keep all your items organized, dim the lights, and ensure that there's a pleasant smell and that it will be comfortable for your client. So to begin, we're going to start with draping the hair, show you the steps to the basic facial. When you drape the hair, we'll start with our headband first. It's on the cloth headband. Start at the back, wrap around the hairline. And then take your plastic cap, place around to secure. Ensure that there's no hair anywhere outside the cap. We'll use a towel method for draping their neck, protect their client's clothing. Since I'm using a mannequin today, you can use a T-pin. You wouldn't do this on a regular client. You don't want to stab them in the neck. But for a mannequin, you can press a T-pin and secure it. So our first procedure, of course, we will sanitize our hands. And we're going to start with our cleansing cream. Now the sanitary way to remove the product from the containers is using spatula. You're going to take some cream out of the container and place on the back of your hand and dispose of the spatula. Now we're going to start. We're going to place the cleansing cream with 5 motor points, which is the chin, both cheeks, the nose, and the forehead. Again, it's the chin, both cheeks, the nose, and the forehead. And you're going to start lightly stroking all upward and cleansing the face. Always use an upward motion. Now we're going to remove our cleanser using the cotton pads. It's the only time you'll ever start at the top of the face. You start at the top of the face and follow the contour of the head, or the face, I'm sorry. To remove the cleanser from the face. And dispose of your cotton pads. Because those are multi-use items. Now, of course, before you would start, you would always start with your determining your skin type first. So you have an oily skin type, you would see obvious large pores. It would be shiny and yellow thick to the appearance. If it was dry, you would see small pores. They're not very visible, so you'd see more wrinkles, and it'd be rough to the touch. If it was normal, it'd be even pore distribution. It'd be smooth, it wouldn't have wrinkles. Or it'd be a combination oily, would have a wider distribution of pores down to the center of the face, extending to the outer cheeks. Combination dry would have clogged pores down the center of the face. And a lot of people who have dry skin, sometimes you want to use a steam towel. And you can do that you can steam the face using a steam towel or a steamer. The steamer is a device that heats water. It goes through a hose and steams the client's face using the hose attached to the machine. At this time, we use a steam towel. And you would do that by placing the towel on the client's chin, around the face, leaving the nose exposed for them to be able to breathe. Now we'll use to do our manipulations. We'll take your massage cream. You remove it from the container the same way you did your cleansing cream. With the spatula and apply to the back of your hand. And you're going to apply in the same way the 5 motor points: the chin, both cheeks, the nose, and the forehead. You're going to start with our first movement, which is effleurage, which is a stroking movement. Stroking an outward, upward motion. Usually do this about 3 or more times. Your next movement is petrissage, which is a kneading movement. You start at the chin, the knees like a pinching. And your last one would be tapotement. Tapotement is a tapping, slapping, or hacking movement. On the facial, you just do a tapping. Always upward. You don't want to go down or over the face. After you finish your manipulations, you want to apply the clay mask using your fan brush. I'm going to apply the product starting at the chin and an upward motion. I'm going to leave that on to dry for 7 to 10 minutes. And we're going to say that it's already dry for now. we're gonna use you can use a steam towel to remove the clay mask, or you can use moistened facial sponges, which is what I'm gonna use today. I'm gonna moisten them with my water bottle. And of course, we're gonna start at the chin again and go in an upward movement to remove the clay mask. And make sure you get all traces out. And dispose of your facial spot. Once you finish with the clay mask, you want to close all the pores. You opened all the pores up while you were doing all your manipulations, so you want to close all of the pores. And to do that, you need to use your toner. So we're going to use our cotton pads. You can follow along with me in the handout I handed you. Of course, everything I have is labeled. You need to make sure you have your labels on for State Board, because they will check them when you get there. And apply your toner.